Welcome to afternoon tea at SME. It's February 21st. My name is Julie Jones. I'm the proud principal here. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's jump right in. Man, come on. There we go. So standard agenda for today. Welcome to San Miguel, what's happening, and then how to get involved and how to stay connected. Reminder of our vision and our mission and our motto. I would love to know if when you are at home with your kiddos, if you say, "We are leaders," if they respond with "at school, at home, and in our community," because we say it here probably 20 times a day, it feels like. But our vision and our mission ground everything we do here at school. We also, San Miguel is a community school. We were gifted a multi-year grant this year. This is year one, excuse me. And this is all about partnering with our school community as well as our neighboring community around us in terms of offering a variety of supports and services for schools. If students come to school hungry, they're not going to learn. If students come to school needing something that they can't access, they're not ready to learn. If families need something, they should be able to come to their school to get it. So this is all about being the center of the community. We're really working on what this means and what this looks like. And part of the way that we're doing that is by sending out family surveys. We'll be sending out our second survey very shortly. Our first survey was very successful. We had almost a 50% return rate from our families across the school. We'll be sending out hard copies, digital copies, and then actually making phone calls to parents that need help filling it out, and we can do it over the phone for them or whatever kind of other individual support people might need in order to fill out the survey, because this one will be all about what families want for their child in terms of their educational experience. So we're really hoping to get a high return rate on this to make sure that how we're using our community schools grant money translates to what families need. So there are lots of ways that you can be a part of our community school. We're going to be launching a community schools committee very soon. There'll be focus groups coming up. We're going to have opportunities for one-on-one interviews with families and parents. And then we always need help passing out surveys and getting parents to respond to our survey. And then in the spring, we're going to do a parent panel where we actually have parents that can come and talk about how they've utilized the school to support the big picture of their life. So more information coming on those, and we're hoping that you can be a part of those. So now thinking about what we're doing here at San Miguel right now, as you know, we are a Leader in Me school and we couch everything within the 8 habits. So I just made a slideshow of what we've got going on in line with the 8 habits. So we've got lots of leaders around campus being proactive right now. We are gearing up for Leadership Day next week, and there's a lot of things we have to do to get ready for it. So lots of leaders around campus in their leadership roles being proactive. You've got folks taking down the flag every day, playground partners, stallion station, kiddos changing our student lighthouse students, changing our bulletin board displays each week based on the habit of the week. So lots of kids being very proactive. We also have a lot happening in terms of, like I said, Leadership Day, beginning with the end in mind. Our end goal right now is next Wednesday, Leadership Day. So today we had our first whole school run through. We've done lots of small mini run throughs, but today was our first whole school run through. We had tour guides touring staff around to all the classrooms with a script that they have to follow. We had our student panel practicing how they're finding their voice. Different classrooms and different grade levels practicing for the student showcase. So we are all about that end goal right now of Leadership Day and really having a plan to get to that goal. It's going to be so much fun. There's so much excitement around campus. It's really a great thing to see right now. We also have lots of kids in classrooms putting first things first. You can see here, this is a series of photos from one of several of our first grade classrooms working on their leadership notebooks. So they're really putting first things first by tracking their goals, tracking their progress every month, talking to their accountability partners about how they're working on their lead measures to achieve their goals. making sure that they're mindful of their personal mission statement as well as the classroom mission statement. It's really amazing to see 6 and 7-year-olds being so independent and so autonomous with their own learning and really putting first things first. So neat things happening in our classrooms that you will also see on Leadership Day. And think win-win is always something that I think about when we wear red, also synergizing, but think win-win. It's great to come to school and feel like you're a part of the school community, see your friends and your teachers wearing red, feeling a part of that whole school happy kind of environment when everyone is coming together for the same reason. So just lots of fun photos of Friday Red. Seeking first to understand and then to be understood. This is a tricky one, but one of the ways that we like to utilize this habit or teach our leaders this habit is by buddy classrooms, which is where some of our upper grade classrooms pair with our lower grade classrooms. And then we also have multi-grade level student-led clubs. So students that are in 4th, 5th, or 6th grade, maybe with a second or a third grader, being able to kind of bridge the gap between our older generation of leaders and our younger generation of leaders. So you'll see we've got multi-grade level student-led clubs working together beautifully. And we also have students in their buddy classrooms partnering with their leaders, whether it be upper or lower, to learn more about each other. My most practice habit, number 6, synergize. We've got a lot of fun things that we do when it comes to synergizing. We've got Student Lighthouse Spirit Days. Today was Squad Day or Twin Day or Triplet Day. So we've got some families and friends that were twinning today and synergizing. We've got kids that have started a student-led club. The group of boys that you see in front of you play football, talk about football, watch football, eat, sleep, dream football. And so their synergy really was coming together as a student-led club and channeling that energy and that passion together, also forming some new friendships as well. And then synergy also could happen in the classroom. Last 2 weeks ago, we had students work together and individually, their choice, on state floats. And they were able to synergize and either work together on their project to come out with 1 or 2 different projects as a group, or individually, and then partner with an accountability partner to check in and see how their progress was going. So lots of different ways to practice habit number 6, synergize. And then sharpen the saw. This is such a fun one, especially recently. We've seen kids sharpen the saw in their student-led clubs. You'll see right in the middle, we have a student that started a TikTok club, and they watch TikToks and then replicate them. And that is totally how they sharpen the saw. We also have students that were doing some big projects in their buddy classroom, sharpening the saw, said it made their heart feel good to help their younger buddies. Kindness Week was a really great way to sharpen the saw in terms of our spirit and talking about being kind to others, not just during that week, but all the time. So lots of spirit sharpening there. And then you can see one of our playground partners is leading some kind of fun cooperative game, taking care of their bodies, sharpening the saw with their bodies out at recess. And then finding their voice, some really fun examples. This is all about what makes you special and then sharing it with others. So we have one of our leaders who loves to sing. One of our recent rainy day lunches, he wanted some music on. And so we played some music and he wanted to get up and sing. And so in front of his whole entire grade level, he was singing, and he was so proud to get feedback from his friends of how good he was. He felt good doing it and sharing it with others. So a really neat little example of finding his voice. In the middle, you can see we have our friend Jordan, who's writing about what makes him a good leader. So he was really able to find his voice through his writing. We've also got some leaders that were doing invitations recently. They wanted to think about how to reach out to community members for Leadership Day, and they said it was important for them to be here. And so they found their voice by addressing and mailing hundreds of invitations to community members for Leadership Day. And then on the left, we had a visitor recently, a para-Olympian by the name of Jamal Hill. And he came and talked about his journey and what makes him a great leader. And you can see one of our leaders talking to him after the assembly about what he thinks makes him a great leader as well. It was really a nice way for another person outside of our community to see how our students are proud to share who they are and what they're about. So that was Ethan finding his voice. It was a really fun assembly. And then lots of ways to stay connected with us: Instagram, Facebook, Dojo, Stallion Station YouTube channel, and our school website. We've got some really, really big things coming up. Next Tuesday, the 27th, is the last in our series of LCAP, which is Local Control Accountability Plan, LCAP listening sessions. And what this is, it's a chance for any staff member or community member to come and meet with our interim superintendent. It's actually called Taco About It Tuesdays because they will have tacos and you're going to be talking at the same time. But Taco About It Tuesday, LCAP listening session, next Tuesday, 3:30 to 5. And this is really, really, really important if you want your voice to be heard in terms of developing the budget and the priorities for next school year. I went a couple sessions ago. It was really informative, very laid back, very approachable. But I'm encouraging everyone to come to one of those if they haven't already. Our biggest rock right now is Leadership Day and Open House. They are both on February 28th. Leadership Day is 10:30 to 12:30, and Open House is that evening, 5:30 to 7. We are going to be welcoming hundreds of people throughout the day on campus, and we hope that you will join us as well. On next Friday, March 1st, it's Read Across America Day, and we always host a Read Across San Miguel Day. So from 1:30 to 2, we'll be opening our doors to families to come and read with their students. We will have kids all over campus reading on the play structure, on the grass, in their classrooms, at the lunch tables, wherever they want to read. And we hope that their families will join them as well, just as a way to celebrate the joy of reading. And then report cards will go home March 8th, which is the following Friday, a week after March 1st. And then Lemon Grove District as a whole is hosting a really big event on March 9th. It's a chess tournament, a multicultural fair, and a family day. So there will be games and food, and like I said, a chess tournament. It's pretty much all day. I'll be posting more details on Dojo and in the school newsletter, but a really fun day for families as a whole Lemon Grove community to come out and just celebrate being together in a space of learning and leadership. So lots and lots of big stuff coming up. Really looking forward to February 28th here at San Miguel. So that is everything that I have to share. Are there any questions or comments